Friends, in insurance sales, you're going to wear a lot of different hats. I'm going to help you understand some of the hats you're going to wear in this career to become hopefully a top Final Expense Telesales producer. Hat number one is marketing. You've got to have people to talk to. The more hands you shake, the more money you can make, right? So leads are the lifeblood of a telesales agent. You really won't have much of a career if you don't have a lot of people to talk to. So marketing is so important to you having the chance of making any money in this space. So marketing is everything. You got to have a lot of leads. You got to have a lot of leads, and you got to have a lot of leads. Number two is you've got to have systems and scripts prepared so that you can have a chance of making it as well. It doesn't really matter if you got lots of people to talk to if you can't take it across the finish line. So following systems, following scripts, very critical to your success and hopefully survival in an industry that really eats up about 92% of insurance agents industry-wide. So be intentional on scripts and systems, very important. Now, number three, you got to focus on having the right carriers, and it's not always about price, my friends, in the final expense space. These are low-income and no-income prospects. Very critical that you have the right carriers to capitalize, because if you get the wrong ones, the billing is going to be a nightmare. And I'll put a content up above at the end of this video that's going to help you keep more of your business on the books. But having a true Social Security billing carrier is critical to you cash flowing, because if you write it and then the business doesn't stick, you're going to say, I did the wrong thing by even jumping into this space. Low income and no income prospects, they only get paid typically once a month. Their money comes in and it's a little wonky. Once again, that video at the end is going to be helpful to you, my friends, but you've got to have the right carriers to have a chance of capitalizing. You got to be able to take on a bunch of health conditions. You don't want to have a carrier that declines a lot of applicants. Like I say, it's not always about price. It's about placement, getting the client from, hi, how are you, to I helped them, they have a policy, their family is now protected. Nothing more frustrating than having the wrong carrier where billing goes just into a state of a nightmare and you become a bill collection agency trying to get it back on the books. I get it. It's frustrating, but you can fix that by using the right carriers. Now, number four, you really got to get yourself into a place that you can handle objections, not as a personal attack, but as an actual part of the business. Be ready to rebuttal and handle them graciously. Rebuttals are your response to their objections. It's never personal. Prepare yourself into a state that you're ready to navigate these telesales calls. But back once again to marketing, you got to have people to talk to take it across the finish line. But scripts, systems, make sure you practice it, you drill it and rehearse it. The next thing you want to focus on is time blocking. It's not that, oh, I have a business. You've got to find yourself in the business and you got to be intentional. It's not just about clocking into the business, but it's about locking into the hours that you say you want. You can't have a full-time chance of survival when you've got a part-time work ethic. You got to have this calendar where it says, I will phone from this hour to this hour. Nothing's going to stop me. Become unstoppable in your insurance industry by being intentional. Time blocking, very critical. It's not just you being in the seat. It's about you sincerely being connected to every single call that you get a chance to win with. You got to have this winning mindset. And this industry is not rose-colored glasses and everything's rah-rah. You can make six figures in your sleep. Biggest lie from the pits. It's the best paying hard work you've ever seen anywhere. But it's the lowest paying easy work, which is why you really have to be intentional on your hours of operation. If not, you're not going to have an operation at all. Overwhelming success can happen when you're intentional, but time blocking, important. Focus on those leads. You don't need a CRM at first, by the way. If you can't count your client base on one little hand, let me tell you, no reason to waste money on a CRM. You need to be putting that cash into leads. Leads are leverage for you to make it in life insurance sales. It's everything, but you can't even have a chance of survival without the laws of large numbers on your side. So make sure that you've got good marketing. Make sure you've got good scripts. Make sure you're ready for the rebuttals. Make sure you got the right carriers. And oh, by the way, if you need good final expense telesales carriers or even face-to-face carriers, we do recruit and partner with amazing agents like yourself nationally to sell life insurance, Medicare insurance, and annuities. We can definitely take care of you. And oh, by the way, free resources for your taking always at jasonfinalexpense.com. Love to help you, but you've got to have belief, my friend. The biggest thing that you have to have is belief. They buy you before they buy your product and service, and everybody buys based on emotion, which is why you need to emotionally connect to the prospect to become one that can make it. You've got to have belief high, and you're going to have your britches handed to you on certain calls. You're going to get told, I don't want this, I never mailed this, I never asked about this, I never sent that in, mail it to me, I changed my mind. And you're like ready to lose your mind. Your mindset is so important, my friends. When so many people fail, you've got to have a glass mostly full mentality. This industry is lined with people that failed because they fooled themselves into thinking that they could have full-time success with a pathetic part-time effort. If you wouldn't hire you at the end of your day, then you probably won't make $1 in this space. You've got to hire you. You are that 1099 mind and grind. You can go the complete course of your day and go, you know what? Would I sign the check to this great agent? Yes, I would. If that's you, then dive into this space. And if you're one that says, you know what, I probably would go half in, maybe I'll do a little bit of this, then just stay out of the industry for a little bit until you're ready to bite the bullet and blast into action. This industry only rewards top performers, my friend. Top performers. Those that do are those that get. And if you want to get far in this industry, burn the ships. Blast forward. Don't have a plan B. You've got to be all about that action, my friends. Lean in if you want to stick and stay and last in an industry where, my goodness, there's an endless prospect pool. 11,000 people. 11,000 people are turning age 65 every single day and will do so for the next decade. This is dynamic. You're never going to run out of prospects to see. Low income and no income people, they need you. Final expense is so critical when the economy is the way it is. Their extra money is gone, which is why ensuring that risk is a reality that they need. They need final expense insurance, and you can be intentional by being focused on them, buying your leads, never looking back, and really keeping your britches in the seat and focus on that success mindset. This industry is powerful, my friends. I love it. I've been in this industry over 2+ decades, 20+ years, and I'm so blessed to have amazing agents and agencies that partner here nationally to do fun things. But it's frustrating at times when you've got that moment where you're like, man, I'm not making money today or this hour. Hang tight, my friends. You've got to focus forward. Action will solve your problems. It'll help you. But if you're one that's like, maybe I feel helpless right now, or maybe I got the wrong carriers, reach out. We'll give you a free consultation. Love to help you and support you in an industry that you may just love. Never look back, my friends. Know you got what it takes, and I hope these tips and transparency take you far in your brand new Final Expense telesales career. We'll see you soon.